Texans select C.J. STROUD, quarterback, Ohio State.
Wow. How many times have we heard this go back and forth, and where it finally lands is on the quarterback many believe is the second best in this class. You can see the emotion on his face. Sat behind Justin Fields for a year in Columbus, then became a 2-year starter for the Buckeyes, a finalist for the Heisman both years. Regular season numbers off the charts, 81 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Postseason even better. The Rose Bowl 2 years ago against Utah, then the semifinal game against Georgia this past year. That's 2 games. His team scored 89 points. He threw for 921 yards and 10 touchdowns. He is from Rancho Cucamonga, California, and now, Mel Kiper, he is the second pick in the NFL draft.
I'll tell you, if one game can make a career, if one game can make you the second pick overall, it was the Georgia game. You think about a semifinal game where, hey, he was the underdog. He went out there and he played great football against that Georgia defense. Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't get hurt in that game. They probably beat Georgia. They may move on and win a national title. People say he didn't win the big game. Well, he could have won that when Harrison Jr. didn't get hurt. C.J. STROUD, accuracy to all levels is what really jumps out at you when you watch him on film. 6'3", 214-pounder, his time, but the accurate strikes. You talk about having great receivers, having 5 stars and 4 stars all over the place. He did. A lot of it was pitch and catch at Ohio State, but beautifully thrown balls. What he has to do, and he did it in the Georgia game, he did it in the Northwestern game at Evanston with bad weather, wind and rain, is beat a defense and stress a defense with his legs. He had 0 rushing touchdowns the last 2 years. Georgia and Northwestern, only 2 games he was ever a factor, extending and making plays and rolling and doing things with his legs. 2021, never more than 13 rushing yards in a game. He said, if I need to do it, I can do it. I showed you in the Georgia game I could. If he can bottle that performance and take it on into the NFL with the Houston Texans, then you have something special.
Lewis for